you okay? Well, I just noticed that you were sitting out here and, you haven't gone on the phone or anything like that. Not in a meeting. So, I was just wanting to see if you were okay. I hope I'm not being too nosy as your neighbor. I know that my car is my safe space as well. If I just need to get away from everyone, it's where I can escape to. When I just want to be alone and don't know what to do. So, if you just want me to go back inside, I will, and I totally understand, but I know that sometimes just telling someone what's going on who's not involved in the slightest is one of the only ways that I can feel better. Or maybe if it's one of those times where you just have no idea what's wrong, but you still have this tight pain in your chest. Those are the worst. I am just sitting in my car for a few hours, or hiding under a blanket in my bed, curled up and just wondering why and coming up with some reasons, but ultimately discounting them and telling myself that it was silly, that I shouldn't be thinking that. And just try to move on. Do I need a reason to care about you? I saw that you were having a hard time and wanted to help. That's it. No ulterior motives, I promise. Not everyone is out to get you. You don't have to overthink everything, okay? I know you're here just probably trying to forget about the world, or build up the courage to text or call whoever it is. Most likely text. Calling is really nerve-wracking, I know. Sometimes just having someone else to tell who is involved helps more than anything else could, so that's why I came over. Because you just need an ear to listen, a shoulder to lean on. It's funny. We're neighbors, yet we barely interact. It's a little sad, isn't it? We live just steps away from each other, yet know so little about each other. But I get it. Obviously, you can't just tell anybody about what's going on. Because you fear that that person will tell somebody else, who will tell somebody else, who will end up getting back to whoever the source of this anxiety is, that you just don't have the courage to confront, and that's okay. Sometimes it's just for your own safety, and I get that. I've been in that place, and it sucks. But at the end of the day, I always know that I'm the hardest one on myself. I'm telling myself that whatever reason is stupid or it's not worth their time. Nothing is realistic. just feeling the pain in my chest and questioning why it's there. You can, of course, try and mitigate it and distract yourself. I hope you're doing a good job distracting yourself here, not getting too trapped in your thoughts. Or at the very least, I'm doing an okay job of distracting you, at least a little bit, maybe. Yes, whatever it is that's happening right now, you're eventually going to have to face it. But I know when you're in this space right now, all you need to do, all you want to do is calm down and feel normal again. Whatever that word means. And then you're probably going to beat yourself up again, mentally, about not communicating, not doing something that could have prevented this anxiety in the first place. And, well, I know, communication, it's important. But sometimes the anxiety just piles up too much. And there's nothing to be ashamed about in that. It's completely normal. And don't think that you're weak for not wanting to confront. Confrontation's hard. Especially for introverts. Heck, just walking out here and building up the courage to ask you if you were okay and hoping that I wouldn't disturb you too much or that you wouldn't be annoyed that I came up to you while you're trying to calm down in your car. I almost didn't come over here. I will admit. But sometimes, just sending a text is all you need to do. Making sure whoever put you in this place understands what happened so they can help you. Even if you don't say it to their face, it's fine. And don't not send it because you think the reason's dumb or they're gonna laugh at you for the reason. I know it's hard, but if they care about you, they're going to accept it. And they're going to make an effort and work with you. I know it's scary being vulnerable like that. And when I don't know what to do, I end up just texting my sister, letting her know that I appreciate her. I hope you have a person like that too, that when you're having a hard time, even if you don't say that you're having a hard time, you can just go to. And that lifts the weight off your chest. Makes you feel a little bit better. I would offer to be that person, but I think we need to get to know each other better first. But what I can tell you, even if you don't tell me the reason, that whatever you're going through, and the reason that you think it may be, you're not wrong about it. It's not dumb. You're not being oversensitive. You're not broken. And whatever you're thinking of right now to shoot down what I said, yes, that counts too. I have plenty of experience being in your position right now. And I still have to do it. Just sit in my car, play some music, and cover myself with a blanket. Maybe read a book, and just try to forget. I know it's not the best method. It's kind of like running away, but sometimes running is the best way to keep you safe. Sometimes it's from other people that you need to be kept safe. And sometimes it's just from your own bad habits and taking some time away from them to reset and try again. And remembering that failing it's not a bad thing. Failing is what lets you learn. So telling yourself that I need to try it again tomorrow, that's okay. And other times, just loneliness. Loneliness compounded with so many other things, and all you really need is a hug. And that's it. I don't know why, but it always works. Both that and letting someone know just how much I appreciate them. It puts me at ease. Just making sure that they know that everything they've done for me is appreciated. And those two things always help. Especially when I don't know what it is. That's tugging at my chest. And no, just sitting in the car alone doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have anybody. Just think about it. I know there's one person that you know will. Yes, they will judge you, but they love you. And all they want is the best for you. Even without letting them know what's wrong. Simply letting them know that you're not 100% right now is more than enough. More than enough to ease the tension in your chest. I don't know if I'm helping or not right now, but you haven't shooed me away yet or yelled at me. You're not as tightly curled up anymore either, though. So I assume it's doing something at the very least. Maybe getting your mind off of what it is. Or even just helping you process it better. All I want to make sure you know is that it's not stupid. You're not stupid. If you made a mistake, it's fine. Don't beat yourself up over it forever. If someone wants to hold that against you forever, that's their problem, not yours. Find the people that can grow with you, not against you, okay? You're welcome to tell me what's going on. I don't know if that's actually going to help at all, but sometimes just letting it out so that someone hears it is all you need to do, instead of just bottling it up inside. Even if they have no idea what you're talking about, it always helps. So instead of bottling it up like your emotions, well, I suppose anxiety is an emotion. But bottling up those frustrations is just giving you more anxiety. And it's gonna get worse the longer you hold it in. And you know that too. I know you think you can just wait it out, and I usually think that too. But I know that's never really the case. I know just waiting it out is a temporary solution. So I don't care if you tell me or not. But I do think that you need to tell somebody what's going on. Would you like a hug? Open the car door so I can give you a hug then. It's going to be okay. I promise. Everything's going to work itself out. I know you feel like everything's out of your control right now. And to be honest, most things probably are out of your control right now. But that just means the things that aren't in your control, you shouldn't be feeling bad for. So just make the best of the situation. That's all that anyone can ask for. If they try and ask for more, just make sure you know your limits. And it's okay to say no to them. Because you know what happens when you try and go past your limits? No. I don't agree with the saying at all that if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. Because when you try and please everyone, going past your limits, it never ends well. Not for anybody. So I know it's hard. It's hard for me as well. But just learn to say no. And it's probably the most valuable skill that you will ever learn. Learning your limits and being able to say no. All right. I'll try and stop talking now. Well, at least stop talking so much. I hope I'm not being too overwhelming. After all, I did just all of a sudden walk up and ask you if you were all right, and just chew your ear off about how whatever you're going through is okay. And you shouldn't feel like that reason is stupid. You're welcome. Now just close your eyes and breathe. Sometimes all you need is a hug. Some time to calm down. And the hug part is important. And trust me on that. I don't know why, but it is. And without it, who knows how long you're going to end up trapped in that head of yours. And if you don't feel like ever sharing your troubles with anybody else, it's okay. But sharing them doesn't trouble anybody else as much as you think it does. Yes, you're taking some of their time, but I guarantee you that they will listen with an open ear if they are a true friend. And they will do what they can to help you. Or at the very least, accommodate you. You're not being a burden by doing that. And I promise you, they would rather try and do something than watch you chew yourself up from the inside. Your friends care about you. I promise. I care about you too. If they think that whatever you're going through, whatever troubles you're going through right now are stupid or not worth their time to listen to or accommodate, they're not your true friends. I know that I barely know you, even though we are neighbors. So maybe I don't have the right to say things like that. That doesn't mean I can't care about you, though. I just want to make sure that you're happy. You're a neighbor, after all. I mean, you even helped me when I locked myself out. So even if I am a bit introverted, and well, let's face it, so are you. Sometimes, all you need is another person there. Of course. Why don't we go ahead and move inside now? It's a bit awkward hugging through a car door. Okay. I'll go and prepare a nice pot of tea for us. Just knock on my door when you're ready.